question. Who would make the best bodybuilder, Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior?
I'd go for Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, the thing is, if you break the physiques down, Hulk Hogan was big.
Yeah.
He had big pythons.
Yeah.
He had big shoulders. His chest was okay. Symmetry was okay, but Warrior had a very complete symmetry.
Do you know what?
His conditioning was a lot better than Hulk Hogan's.
He had a broader, wider shoulder frame, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
just try to remember it now. He was he looked like a bodybuilder. His condition was like nearly stage ready.
I've never seen a bodybuilder wearing tassels and big long hair and
You've not been
boots.
to enough bodybuilding shows. The Warrior looked like a bodybuilder. He was in condition. His delts were capped, fully round, pecs back. Hogan was bigger, but he was never really in condition, was he? As a bodybuilder goes, he had the size, a lot of water retention, didn't he?
Okay, out of all WWF we're talking about here, back in the day, the classics, who would carry the best bodybuilding physique?
Well, I like Ravishing Rick Rude's physique.
Ravishing Rick Rude?
He had a good physique. Yeah, he was very symmetrical, very lean. He was good. I'm trying to think. Texas Tornado had quite a good bodybuilder physique. I think Kerry Von Erich, what was he called?
Who?
I think Kerry Von Erickson was his name, or something like the real name. I think he passed away quite early as well. But he reminded me of he'd be a good bodybuilder. I think if he'd come down. And then you've got people like Lex Luthor. Was it Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor, yeah.
Was he in body?
Yeah,
was that the right name?
Yeah.
Was he the one who was in condition? I forget now. It was that long ago.
We're putting pictures on as you're watching this, so we'll check
Lex.
that out.
There's so many of them. I mean.
What about British bodybuilder, my local fella? Remember him? British Bulldog?
Davey Boy.
Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah. Well, Davey Boy was more of a mass monster, wasn't he? He wasn't really in condition, but he.
But I think he had the frame.
He had the frills as well.
Yeah, he did.
He had the frills.
He did.
The frills were in the 90s.
I saw him once at Specsavers.
Did you really?
I think I did.
Did he have his hair in beads?
I was having Dave's laughing. I was having my eyes tested in Wigan, and I'm sure he walked through the shopping centre.
Well, you would have known if he'd walked through.
Well, he was a beast of a guy with a white jacket on. Right?
Did he have the hair beads?
This is in the 90s.
He had the braided hair, didn't he?
With beads,
yeah.
So
those were the days, though. I mean, when we went to where were we now? Where were we? We were at the Weeder show when we were in the hotel room after watching all the 90s.
We watched classic wrestling. We watched SummerSlam '88.
Yeah, that was
That's what we did. Okay, part of the new breed. I say new breed, the early 2000 breed moving forward. Triple H.
Oh, yeah. Triple H has always been probably my favourite wrestler.
Would he have made a better bodybuilder than Ultimate Warrior?
No.
No?
I just think Warrior's condition was just, he was shredded. And I think his overall symmetry would beat Triple H. Triple H was very pec heavy.
Yeah.
Triceps and arms were never really that good compared to his chest and back. His back was great. His delts were good, but I just thought his arms were weak. But saying that, I can't actually really remember Ultimate Warriors. I just remember his overall frame being very complete. I'd probably go for Warrior on that.
Yeah, fair enough. So he's your top number one?
It'd be difficult to beat. I mean, some of the later ones, like John Cena, he was Mr. California, I think. He had a great physique. The Rock's coming at times very big when he's like been out of filming for a while and he came back into wrestling. He was he came in quite big at some of the shows, but
out of the top Olympia athletes, who would you like to see wrestling? Who do you think would bring the most electrifying?
I think Kai Green would have been a good wrestler. Would have been a good wrestler. But yeah, he's just animated, isn't he? His promos would have been. He could have made a really good character.
He's got the charisma. He's got the acting potential.
Do you remember the what's he called? The guy who ate the worms.
Worms?
Yeah. He ate the worms.
He ate worms.
Yeah.
Dave used to eat worms.
The boogeyman. He's a big bodybuilder.
He ate worms.
He used to.
That was his gimmick.
He used to pick worms up and he used to put them in his mouth. Honestly, the boogeyman. Now, Kai Green would have been. They could have made.
Him eat worms.
Not him eat worms, but they could have made a very good character out of a dark character out of Kai Green, I think. Zach Khan would have been an interesting.
Zach would have been amazing as a
WWE character, wouldn't he?
Amazing.
He would have been a good character.
Oh yeah. Who's your favourite growing up in the 90s?
Oh, Macho was
Macho Man Randy Savage.
There's no
the
question.
cowboy hat.
There's no question about
the ski mask.
He's amazing. His promos were just second to none, weren't they?
He had ribbons and wraps in places that you didn't know he had. You could have ribbons and wraps. Elizabeth, his wife,
he was
both
good.
dead now.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. No, he was definitely number one. And he was in good condition. I mean, he was a lot smaller. He wasn't like
no, he didn't
big,
have the
but when
frame.
he did this Spider-Man film, he put a lot of size on for that. Probably at the wrong end of his life. Because I think getting too big when you come into your late 40s, early 50s probably didn't do him any favours. Because throughout his wrestling career, he wasn't really that big. He was just kind of athletic, wasn't he? He was jumping off the top rope, elbow and stuff. Yeah, it's good.